All right, I just wanted to mention this real quick before I forget it. Waiting for... just wanted to mention this before I forget it. This is in regards to, let's just say, what can you do with surveillance on phone calls and what have you. It's not just about catching bad guys, people. It's, you can do many things with that information. You can steal businesses, business ideas, dupe businesses or business ideas and stuff like that. I mean, I've had it done many times to me. I'm not implying anything. I'm just stating a fact. Anyhow, one thing I wanted to tell everyone before I forgot was, all of my notes that just magically started, popping up the next evening on somebody's, which later, as I applied a certain formula to it to see if certain accounts were shill accounts or not. It's funny, they seem to suspend people on, or it seems like they would, for example, if you were a popular, huge powerhouse auction online site, it seems like I've heard somewhere where they suspend certain account holders or people or whoever they are, their customers basically, for having shill accounts. Do you not find that the least bit, I don't know, funny? Maybe, so to speak. Anyway, so when all this, just before or just after I would finish an original piece of work, I would see it the very next evening on what seemed to be a shill accounts featured presentation. And this was going on every single day recently. Well, it got to the point where I wouldn't even have to input anything. And for a while there, I would just write it down, Wouldn't say a word. And still yet, magically, things would appear. And even sooner. I'm just, this is a possibility. This is a possibility, but just thinking about it and writing it down, not saying a word about anything. So if I had to take a real good shot in the dark as to what might have possibly taken place, I think most people would find that if they researched something called synthetic telepathy, one of those things, it's always existed or used, don't share information and use for themselves. For example, of course, hypothetically speaking, I think you would find, or, reading into someone's thoughts maybe, or it just comes to mind maybe. Somewhere I've heard that before, as if another term used for it might be something called gleaning. Seems like that'd be spelled something like G-L-E-E or G-L-E-A-N-I-N-G. But I'm just, taking a shot in the dark. The dark. As in the dark side. Luke, I'm not your father. Whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you before I forgot. Take care of yourselves.